As many of you know, this Z Flip 3 has been with me for the past 6 months. And being a college student, a YouTuber, and a small business owner, I thought it would be really interesting and probably valuable to share some of the ways I've customized my Z Flip 3 and some of the ways I actually use it in 2022. So the first thing right off the bat that might be different with my device is that there is no navigation bar, and I actually disabled that a month ago, and no joke, like my net worth has gone up 9% because of that navigation bar. Right off the bat on the home screen, you're gonna notice a lot of clocks on my device, and the reason I have those is because of the business side of things. Singapore and Vancouver are two of the heaviest markets that I trade in, and so having an idea of what time it is there is good for me. And not only that, because of Android 12, and these are the Google Clock app, they do change color. So when it's nighttime, it'll go darker. When it's daytime, it's lighter. So that color palette does change throughout the day. I really enjoy that. Also, the middle clock, that's the clock I'm in right now. So I'm mostly in EST. Philly, New York, and Toronto are my like 3 homes. Under that, you have the, the common Google search bar, and you have the 4 apps that I kind of use the most: YouTube, Gmail, Twitter, and Instagram. On the bottom bar, the fixed app bar, these are basically common. I think everyone has this setup, but one difference is Airbnb, because again, business side of things, I use that app a lot. First of all, a big Google Keeps bar, and that's because this is mostly a reminder for me. So it's like 2 a.m. at night, or I'm in the train and I have a really good idea, and I think to myself, I'll just remember it when I get back home. I will not remember it. It's never happened, and same for you. So have some sort of way that's convenient to write down those brilliant ideas, because those things come and go, you will never remember it. So this screen, there's a little bit more going on here. At the very top, I've got my calendar, which I do like to keep fairly empty, and it is fairly empty. I don't like to clutter up my calendar too much. Under that, I have my Google Drive widget. This is basically a place where all the documents throughout the day, generally Google Sheets, are being updated by teams and directors. And so this is a quick way for me to see an update on like January Fin, which means January financials of a specific company and who updated it. So I, have a complete overview of exactly what's going on. And then at the bottom, these are widgets from the Notion app, which this app, Notion, organizes my entire life. So the 2 things that are here, you're gonna see YouTube and Task List. Task List is a little different than reminders on the Google Keeps. Task List is things that I need to get done in like a month or this week. So those are some of the, the things like get this chapter done for college, get this assignment in, get this deal done, things like that. And then YouTube is like this, videos that I'm planning, videos that I've completed scripting, and videos that need to be filmed, B-roll that needs to be filmed. All of that stuff is organized under my YouTube dashboard. And if you want to learn more about how I use the Notion app and how I've got it set up, comment down below. And finally, on the last screen, a lot more empty, we have a YouTube music player at the bottom. This is when I'm driving, when I'm, taking the train, whatever it might be, I have it right there. And then Netflix, this I like to keep because throughout the week, you just come up with that one movie idea that shows up on Netflix, and I like to save it so that, when I do have my popcorn, I don't spend time trying to think of something to watch. It was already set up, it's there, I'm watching it. So that's important to me. In this empty space above though, I had a news feed. So I had like today's news feed and things like that. I actually got rid of that because it's just been so overwhelmingly negative. So I basically just removed the app completely. I'm like, you know what? I'm good. I'm okay. Get that out of here. So that's basically my 4 home screens. What I'm gonna do now, go over the hardware, what I've decked out my device with. Now, you guys ask me why I squint so much. It's because this key light is blasting me, guys. The wallpaper game, this is what I search for when I do wallpapers: anime, aesthetic, minimal. And none of them look good. I'm sorry, but on the phone, like, it'll look good on tablets, it'll look good on like computers, but on my phone, I haven't found the best minimal anime aesthetic wallpaper. So I just went with this desert. Obviously on this screen is still the original screen protector that I got when I purchased this device. I'm not removing the screen protector on the Z Flip 3. I recommend you don't do it either. I know there are people in the comment section that have done it. They've told me, hey, we removed it and like we're having a blast. Good for you. Okay, good for you. Relax. On the phone itself, I'm using this Rinky case. I've been using the same case for the past 6 months. It's got this very nice velvety matte feel, which I just really love, and it hasn't worn down 6 months later. It fits very snug with the case or with the phone, and it keeps a very slim profile, which I also really enjoy. That's something I was looking for. It doesn't cover the hinge, but it has protected everything it covers pretty well. No damage or any issues on the actual body of the device. And I've got the case linked below in case you're interested. And on the cover screen, I have a GIF running, or a GIF, of Kiki's delivery service. I've had a few Studio Ghibli GIFs running on this cover screen. I actually enjoy those. Alright, so to go through some of my apps that I've downloaded, it's just 3 pages, literally 3 pages of apps. I'm not a crazy app guy. First page, nothing crazy, just the usual bloatware. You know, Netflix is one I use, but everything else is just the usual stuff. Page 2, okay, here we get things going. We got the WhatsApp, the Airbnb. These 2 apps are key. For my property managers, directors, whoever, I use WhatsApp as the main form of communication. And then I have the Airbnb app as well, because I like to know, I'm not actually interacting with my guests, but I, want to know how fast my manager is replying. I want to know what they're replying with. I want to keep in the loop. Okay, I'm that kind of boss. And then I have YouTube Studio, of course, because I'm a YouTuber officially. Come on now. Discord, keep August. August is like a smart lock app, but it's there because I want to know who's entering a unit, whether it's my manager or a cleaner or actually a guest, who's getting access to my units, what time they're being open and closed. I like to micromanage as much as possible. It's just the way I do things. Visco is there because I like to stalk my crush. Wawa is there because it's Wawa. It's like Wawa is like Tim Hortons, but Tim Hortons is better, I gotta say. Okay, relax, please, relax. You know it is. If you never had Tim Hortons, first of all, just stop. But if you've had both Wawa and Tim Hortons, there's no denying. Come on now. Honey Cruller fam. Wix, I manage my sites on Wix, so I have that app there. Telegram, Nanoleaf, I mean, those are common. TikTok and Control Center. Control Center actually controls this key light. So this is an Elgato key light Air. And this is controlled by that Control Center app. And then I have Home, Taco Bell. I got a lot of food apps. I don't know. Notion, I've told you guys about. It's a really nice app. My entire life is organized in Notion. If you want to know more about how I've set my Notion dashboard up, comment down below. Anki is like a Quizlet. It allows me to create my own custom flashcards and then study. This is basically my entire studying technique. I take notes from my textbook, put them all into Notion, all nice and neat and everything, and then I take those notes and create flashcards, and then I study those flashcards. I never go back to the textbook. It's very efficient when it comes to studying. Cash App, Sync. Sync is like the Philips Hue, but for people on a student budget like me. So it's nice to have. Reddit is obvious, and then Crunchyroll. Well, I like anime, so I have that app, but I've got to say, the latest anime, please don't watch. If you're looking for anime recommendations or think about getting into it, start with an anime before 2005. A lot of people might be like, screw you, but you know what? I think that was the real stuff. There are some new anime I like, One Punch Man, Demon Slayer, Attack on Titan. I like that stuff, you know what I'm saying? But the old stuff was like, okay. And that's it for the app section. Those are all the apps I have. Nothing crazy, but that is important because this phone helps me be productive by staying out of my way. Most of my productivity, most of the value, most of the big work is done when I'm sitting on my desk in front of my computer and getting stuff done. This doesn't get stuff done. This might get the process of getting things done started by reminding me what I need to do. But the more it stays out of my way, the more I'm actually getting something done. So that's why I don't really do crazy stuff on this. And other than that, also like, responding to emergency WhatsApp messages like at 2 a.m. one of my property managers reached out to me, and literally the message was, "Hey, are you awake?" Now, when a girl texts you at 2 a.m., "Hey, are you awake?" that's usually a good thing, but not with me, because that means something went wrong. And so I asked, "Hey, is everything okay?" No, I had to call. Someone died. No, I'm joking. Relax. Okay, nothing like that happened. It was just something that ended up costing me more money to fix. But hey, we signed up for this when we signed up for business, so it is what it is. But yeah, that's how I like to set up my device, and that's what I'm using. If you guys have any suggestions, or if you want to share your own tips and tricks and hacks, comment down below. Let me know. I read each of my comments, and I reply to almost all of them. If you enjoyed this video and you're looking for more tech, productivity, anime value, and me, subscribe, please. Click it here or here, it's somewhere. It'll really help me out. It helps grow a small channel like mine. I'm trying to get to 100,000. We have now 2,000. Arigato gozaimasu. But we're so close. We're not really, but help a channel out. Thank you very much. I'm gonna take it easy. You guys should take it easy. Peace.